Now, when it comes to saloons, there's no excusing that the 5 Series is definitely the godfather. Like, look at the hype. You've got the new i5 Touring coming, and then you've got the M5 Touring coming as well. The 5 Series just, oh yeah, it just means business. Now, recently, the M logo is being thrown on quite a few of the BMW models, but on the i5, trust me, you want an M Performance model, and you definitely, if you can, go for the M60. Especially with the M Performance bits. Look at how the calipers go against this frozen grey paintwork. Look at it, red calipers over there. It's lovely, and also you get the black bits which make the car look a bit lower, and you can even see just over here you've got the M Performance mirrors, which are not everyone's cup of tea, but trust me, the aggressiveness that the M adds to this is night and day. You've also got horizontal slats over there in the kidney grills. Yeah, this is definitely the package, and when we pop the lights on, you'll see it's magical. Now, in regards to spec, you also have an M emblem on the steering wheel. You've got the red 12 o'clock stripe, and the interior is a very nice place to be. In fact, I feel like it's my favourite interior off the bunch of the iCars that I've been driving today, and I love this whole little I don't know, crystal maze stolen bit. It's just it really does make the interior a nice place to be. Now, with this being the M Performance and also the M60, not only do you get this 12 o'clock stripe staring at you, showing you that it's more than just the usual i5, you have a button over here, or a paddle rather, only on the left side that says boost, and when you tap it for 10 seconds you get sport boost. So let's not mess around, guys. Oh, cheese and bread. People always say, oh yeah, EV, that's the only thing, instant torque, and yeah, just loads of launch controls. Well, yeah, of course. You don't just want a car that you can drive around in, and normally the 5 Series is just classed as a cruiser, a wafter, but being brutally honest, it doesn't look as big as, like I said, the F90 that everybody loves, that old style F Series, which was the best series ever made. This definitely looks its part, and I know it's probably down to having the frozen grey paintwork, but the M Performance is definitely there. So like I said earlier, I've got 46% battery charge left now, and it says I've got 112, but if you can look at the average kilowatt hours used, it's 2, which is poo. It should be around 4 or 5 when you're just cruising and being serious, and that should give you around 320 miles off range if my calculations serve me correctly. Now, that puts this in the Tesla bracket, Model S, I would say, because a lot of people say, oh yeah, you got to get a Tesla if you really want a proper EV, but 320, where are you going? Are you going to Tanzania? Are you going to Timbuktu? Because that's more than enough, especially if you're going to be saying 320 is only on paper, mate. Probably going to get 280. 280 is more than enough. You could probably get from London to Manchester on one charge, and don't quote me on it, it's possible. I'm sure it's possible. And not only do you get BMW quality, you also get BMW power. And I can't keep pressing this boost button because I'm going to run out of juice, but 1 second. See if I can keep my head straight. Nope. Now, it's important that we know this is still a 5 Series. It's still a heavy boy, but 2300 kg thereabouts. It's definitely nimble, and surprisingly it shifts that weight very well. Of course you could feel it, it's not, I don't know, an M2, but when this thing gets thrown into a corner, you can tell that they have played around with it, and it's not just the standard i5. Now, it would be very rude of me not to launch it, so left foot on the brake. Oh, the seatbelt just, boy! Woo! The seatbelt just tightened up, almost as if to say, you better hold on, boy. I'm gonna take you for a ride. Oh man, it could take me for a ride any day. Buy me a drink first, obviously. Overall, the exterior of this just looks spot on. Like I said, the 5 Series, if somebody said to me, Tim, choose between a 3 or a 5, as much as I might want a 5 Series because of the space, I would have said 3 Series, because the looks of the 5 Series previously wasn't bad. It was just a bit too big for me. But now with this, it's a thing of beauty. And if you can, I know it might be a faff to keep clean, as you could see with some of the pictures and the videos, the BMW i5 M60 in frozen grey is definitely a thing of beauty. And in terms of the cabin, like I said, you got a glass knob down there, the crystal knob. It looks like it should be on a chandelier, to be very honest with you. But looking around the cabin, yeah, this is definitely a bit of me. And it does look very futuristic, don't get me wrong, but watch this. Personal, delayed, but there's still sound. My modes again. Sport, instant, more aggressive. My modes again. Efficient, nothing there. My modes again. Expressive. It sounds like IMAX. And then the final one, which is my favorite, here we go, relax. It closes the pan roof and just makes everything nice and simple. It's a no-brainer. And then you have one more called digital art, but we're not going to touch that. And there's something to note about efficient. When you do put it in efficient, it asks you whether you want to activate maximum range, and when you do that, it reduces the power to the AC. In fact, I think it turns off the AC, meaning you get more juice. And like I said, you go from having, I don't know, 106 to probably a 10% or even a 20% increase, but I'm not too sure when it comes to numbers. But that's what you want to activate anyway when you are not penny pinching, but I don't know, mile pinching. So yeah, looks wise, I'd definitely say this thing looks like it would be at home in Bond Street. There's something about it that just shouts baller. Like, look at this, especially the rear LEDs. They take up so much space. It just, from the rear, it doesn't look like that big of a car. They don't just finish here like most cars. It goes all the way into the middle. And the diffuser, if you look just underneath, it really helps with aero. I can't really get under there because I'm wearing my fresh jeans today, but take my word for it, this thing has been set up to do both really, really well. So yes guys, that has been the video on the i5 M60, an absolute beast of a car, and there's loads more to come. In fact, the i5 Touring should be coming out relatively quite soon. Don't quote me on it because, again, I don't work for BMW. But yeah, either way guys, that has been the video on the i5 M60. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please smash the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care and God bless.